Gotcha.
AkronHipHop.com, the Reporter Newspaperonline.com. And once again, we're in the building. Speaking about the building, we're in the building with somebody that I think is important you guys need to know. Listen, it's that time right now of the year where we need to be thinking about the importance or the important things like trying to figure out who we're going to pick for mayor. Here at AkronHipHop.com, the Reporter Newspaperonline.com, we're going to be bringing those heads, those figures, those people. They're going to come down here and talk to you guys to let them know or to let you know why you should vote for them. Right now, we got my man who always keeps it ill.
My name's Keith Mills, and I'm running for mayor of Akron. I live on the west side of Akron. Born and raised in Akron. Went to APS. Born in the city. And I'm married 13 years, together 16. Really proud of that. I've seen people get together and break up while we're still married. So that's awesome. And got 3 kids, trying to raise them right. And a little bird in my head said, man, you know what? Now's the time for real change. And stop talking about it. Let's be about it.
Hey, I was about to ask you, man, what made you decide to become mayor? But you just said the birdie got in there and said, hey, it's time to make a change and everything. So tell me, man, first off, you're a teacher.
Yes.
How long you been teaching?
Oh, off and on for about, since 2010?
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah. You teach where?
I teach right now at CMSD, Cleveland Metropolitan, at Collinwood High School.
Man, so for those people who don't know what Collinwood High School looks like, tell somebody, what's the percentage between African American and regular old white people?
Man, you're looking about 98.9, 99% all African American.
Get out of here, so you can relate to the community, or the community can relate to you.
I really think so. I mean, from my travels, yes, absolutely.
You think so?
I try to be humble, you know.
That guy.
That guy. Yeah, I'm trying to be humble, but yeah, I really do make connection with people.
That's dope, man. You said you are a gaming coach?
Yep, I coach esports, and then hopefully we get a baseball team next year. Do that too, but we do esports right now, and it's awesome.
Now, when we say esports, some of these people might not know what esports is. Esports is electronic gaming. You doing that in a school of black people?
Yep.
So the gaming thing is popping in
That's a thing. Yes, it is.
Word?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And y'all doing that in school?
And school, and then right after,
How is that happening? Like, how do you find out the kids, and how do the kids say, hey, what is born? I want to participate in this esports?
And what was really crazy is that, do the normal school thing where you make announcements and stuff, but word spreads. I got my core 4 from last year, and they like it so much they've started recruiting people, and kids start showing up after school wanting to stay because they want a safe place to be. There's no place up there to go except for the library.
Right.
And you want to be hanging out on St. Clair that often.
Right.
Okay, right.
Well, so there's no rec center. Like when we grew up, there was some
rec center. And then, all the way down Lakeshore. That's they
got to go away.
That's a hike, yeah.
Oh, man. So you guys doing something dynamic for the community, in the community, with the school, and you created, or at least facilitating the E-class games.
Absolutely.
With the brothers and sisters.
Yeah. We got $2,000 computers, like the gaming laptops. We have a Switch. Super Smash Bros. Is very, very popular. We're actually a part of Esports Ohio. So we're actually,
Now, did you know LeBron James' son doing esports and stuff?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, matter of fact, he's on the cover of Sports Illustrated with his E-class team. Esports team.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I'm not surprised because going through this journey of mine, I found out that NBA teams, they all field their own, live team, like their own NBA team on the video game. That's crazy.
Get out of here, man. Yeah. So let's just change it up a little bit, because I can talk esports all the time. I can talk video games. I can't believe the mayor here is a gamer, or the would-be mayor is a gamer.
Yes, sir.
But that's important. Yeah. Be able to connect to the youth and or the youth vote, the younger votes and stuff like that. That's dope, man. Yeah. So listen, speaking about some of the things that's happening here in Akron, Ohio, let's talk about these crazy, raggedy streets. So if you become mayor, can you fix that? Can you continue to, what's going on?
We're going to reallocate resources to start paving the streets that haven't been paved for so long. And we're going to be responsive. Online, we'll have actual, I'll actually get online. My people get online and see who's complaining about what. Make sure our 311 is more open. So when you call and complain, you actually have a real secretary that answers, a person that answers, just like we had at Akron Public Schools for so long before she retired.
Right.
And got set up with a robot. We don't need any more robots.
Come on. Tell me about what you were saying about identifying what streets to fix first. That was dope before we was on camera.
So we're gonna identify streets that are in lower neighborhoods or more ran down neighborhoods. because the whole idea is that you're not gonna have the newest car, okay, necessarily, okay, and you all know what happens when you drive on these messed up roads and the car ain't brand new, okay, you're gonna hit a pothole, barely hanging on, okay, because I live that way. I drove a $150 Escort wagon for like 5 years, so I know. So when you drive down the road, man, one pothole it'll ruin your day. Ruin your whole week. Work and everything. Everything, man. Yeah. So do you have $300? Oh, if you go to a certain mechanic, it's gonna be $1,000 just to fix it. You got that? No, you probably don't. Right. So we're gonna start hating those first and make those more equitable.
So you saying what first thing we need to do, or that you guys need to do, is fix the worst areas, the low income areas, if you will. Absolutely. Because they're barely making it. They got to go to work. They're doing this, that, and the third. And their cars ain't the best cars. So why have them riding on the raggedier streets? That's right. Almost guaranteeing messing up their cars. So might as well fix them first. Because the people with the money can afford to fix something. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. You got it in a nutshell. That's right.
That's a good point, man. So listen, as far as being the mayor, or as soon as you become mayor, on top of that, that's a good one, man. How can we continue what's going on as far as policing? How can we do better by the policing and stuff? Before we get any deeper, remember I asked you a question about the diversity. Explain to me, how can we diversify our police situation?
So one of the ways we can diversify our police in Akron is by recruiting from our schools, actually showing up, and the proverbial bar is set so low now that it is theoretically possible to be 18, 19 years old and try out for the police force, okay? And, right off the rip, that'd be a living wage. But a benefit is you've also been at Akron Public Schools or one of our private schools. So you already know the neighborhood. You already know the people that you're living with.
You better say it.
So we need to go out there and promote, initiatives that, hey, man, if you want to be the change, come on board, be the change. And with the staffing issues there is right now, it is theoretically possible for you to advance and not be just lingering as a patrolman for years on years. You become a detective.
Come on now. Yeah. Come on. You already know.
That's one way that we're gonna work at it.
Hey, man, listen, man. So what just happened, since me and you've been down here, we watched this unfold on, what you watch, the Akron Beacon Journal, CNN, or whatever the hell.
That's right.
But I'm reading this for CNN. How about this? A special grand jury in Ohio declined to indict the Akron police officers who fatally shot our brother Jayland Walker, a 25-year-old black man, dozens of times after he was chased in the car. He did the car chase last year. You said that was going to happen. You said that it was not going to they were going to decline to indict. How did you know that? Well,
so I was going back and forth with my wife. My wife said that I thought they were going to bring at least some kind of charges. But in a real canon moment, I'm just like, the black community shouldn't be surprised. I hate to say it. I just really hate it.
The controversy strikes again. What did you say?
Man, just come out with it, because people might feel some type of way. But from my heart and from my travels, and you know how many we've had, it's all the time, man. And it's like, should we be surprised? Should be surprised. We're used to it, and that's not a good thing at all. We should we shouldn't be used to having food in the pantry. Right. No. Okay, so it doesn't make it right. No way. Okay, just because you're used to it. It's a wake-up call that things have got to change. They really do. And that's one of the reasons why we need better leadership, who are more proactive instead of reactive.
Come on, man.
And, some of these things may not even happen, okay, if you have better leadership in Akron.
So if you was talking to Jayland Walker's family, how do you feel? I mean, what you got to say to them if you was the mayor?
I feel real somber. I feel real, I just overwhelmed. There's a lot of emotions, and I don't even know them personally. I just know that, an Akron family, and, just put myself in their shoes. I cannot even imagine. It's like a blow after blow. This terrible thing happened with Jayland. Okay, he lost his life, and now the state said, no, there's nothing we can really do. Saying there's maybe a civil suit, which just means money. The city will probably settle or make some kind of arrangements, kind of thing, and that's not gonna bring somebody back though. We know that. It doesn't matter what color you are. It don't matter anything. It's just not gonna bring somebody back. And I just, I really feel bad for him, and I really feel shaken up inside. And that's why I said the things I said at one of our debates that Idea Stream put on. Like, the first thing I would do as mayor But when this happened, I would have reached out to his mom and said, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I'd apologize on behalf of myself. You know, there's all legal things that you're supposed to jump through, but you got to do right by people." And that's the way I raised. I would have felt so bad because, as a mayor, every citizen of your city matters. Like, it doesn't matter if they're making $100,000 or 30 or 20. It doesn't matter. They're a part of your city. That's what makes your city great. Okay, so yeah, I would have reached out to her and I just would have gave my condolences and told her I had her back as much as possible as I could have.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good, man.
I still do.
So, in closing, tell somebody why they should hire you as the mayor, or why they should vote for you as the mayor.
I like that, hiring.
That's what it is.
Because you are. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so you should hire me for mayor because I am about change. These people on the campaign trail stole it. Even though they've been around 30 years or they just showed up to the party. I know someone could say, I just showed up, but I've been in the schools, so you could have found me there. But yeah, some people, they want change. Well, I say change, but from where I come from, I want real. So I actually, when I say change, I'm going to see you a concrete way of how things will change.
Come on, man.
So I want to speak to it and be about it. You should hire me for mayor because, I understand. I've been Akron. I didn't move away to go to college. I went to Akron not once, but twice. I went to APS, okay? I am Akron. I own homes in Akron. My dad lives on Dayton Street, not too far from here. Yes. I'm just very transparent, very real. You can find me, right behind Bookville High School. I worked at Bookville High School. It's just telling me, man. It's just so, you should hire me a mayor if you want somebody who actually, when you call them, they answer. When you want to hold them accountable, you tell me, hey man, you guys didn't pay my street. And I get on it because I work for you. That's a good term, hiring.
Right.
You were literally hiring me to make your life easier and better. Like that's why. That's one of the reasons why you should check me out. Of course, there's more things, but
how can they find you if they want to follow you social media wise?
You can find me on Facebook. Just look up Keith Mills.
Mm-hmm.
From day one, I'm like, we're just gonna keep it real. You can follow me. I have nothing to hide. Nothing to hide. So look at me on Facebook and Keith Mills. You can look Mills for Akron on IG, Instagram. I'm on YouTube as well, Mills for Akron. You can find me on, the Facebook page of Mills for Mayor of Akron 2023. And yeah, and if you ever get one of my cards, my phone number is on there as well.
The real phone number that hits your pocket.
Yeah, it hits my pocket. Because you are hiring me.
Come on, man.
Don't you want to call your employee?
Come on, don't you?
I'm serious.
Make sure your employee on time.
Correct.
That's a good metaphor to make it better for.
Correct.
I like that. Hey, listen, we want you guys to know we're going to do this thing every day. We do this every day. He's going to come in a couple more times before that night, the last day, to make sure that he talks to you guys about some more stuff. You guys got some questions, put it in the comments so he can answer them. He's going to have them on his page as well. Listen, for the Reporter newspaperonline.com and AkronHipHop.com and the man who keeps it ill, my man Keith Mills in the building. Listen, we want to thank you guys for taking the time out to listen to what my man had to say. Y'all better feel me, y'all. Peace.
Hello, I'm Keith Mills. I'm running for mayor of Akron. It's a crazy thing. I need you guys to come out and vote on May 2nd. Look me up at millsforakron.com. And 40 years in the making, okay? Come down and let's change the way that we do business in the city of Akron for the better, okay? Also, please check out Akron's only Black-owned newspaper. Been in business for like 50 years, okay? This is so important for our Black community. They need to have a voice. You know that, I know that. So please support them. Look them up, The Reporter, and it's the reporternewspaperonline.com. Thank you guys.